Yo, what's going on, Geminites? It's your boy Gem Mint. We're here with Gem Mint Collectibles Live, episode 35. And we got some special guests in the house. We got Paul and Kat from Comic Trips. What's going on, y'all?
Hello, what's up, man? How are you?
What's up? So before we get started, we kind of want to show some love to the peoples in the chat here, right? We got Truman, Brian Rourke, 91 BMR, Jesse Say What. You guys see some of your people in there?
My dad. Phil probably doesn't even know what he's doing.
I can't tell if it's my dad or if it's my mom who doesn't know that she's logged in as Phil.
That's funny, man. Well, first of all, thank you guys for coming on the show. I've been a big fan, man, ever since you guys probably started, man. You've been doing it like 3.5 years, you said?
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit over 3.5 years now. I think we just hit like our 3.5 year mark.
That's awesome. Congrats, man. Hi, Mrs. Phil. I wasn't going to try to butcher it. Yeah, but nah, man, you guys, so I don't know if I've known you from IG first or if on YouTube. For anyone who doesn't know, you guys have a YouTube channel called Comic Trips. And it's basically you guys going out hunting at shops, conventions.
Pretty much anywhere.
Yeah,
yes.
Anywhere you can, right?
Conventions, flea markets, pop-up shops, estate sales. If there's comics,
yeah, we just like the thrill of the hunt. That's all, and it's what we did on our very first date, and that just kind of carried over and kept going. We did it on our first date, then our second date, and then so on and so forth. So
yeah.
So was that like a Seinfeld kind of thing? Like, this should be a show. This is the show. We're driving in the car.
Well, at first it was going to be like a written blog. We were like, we'll just review some stores online, and that'll be that. And then
people will care, right?
The era of YouTube kind of exploded, and I was like, screw it, let's put on a camera and see what happens.
And way easier too. You don't have to write anything out and all that stuff.
Yeah. And we just realized that we're not normal people. Like we do some weird shit, and I was like, yeah, we should catch this on camera.
Yeah, for sure. You guys have great banter. It's always fun to watch you guys. And even back when you first started, I remember watching like, this needs to be a Netflix show. This needs to be on TV or something, because it's way better than any of these other kind of picker shows or even the Comic Book Men, which I know you guys were on Comic Book Men, right? Once or?
On an episode of Comic Book Men, yeah.
Season 5, episode 9.
Season 5, episode 9. All right, so you got like a photographic memory, a discography going on?
From when we filmed it to when it came out, it was like 8 months.
We
had to sit on it and it killed us because we were so excited. Because we're Jersey kids, and that whole Clerks, Kevin Smith world, that's like our world.
So that's so crazy that you say that, because I was born in Jersey. My family's from Jersey, but they moved down to Florida when I was like a baby, 1 year old, right? But I always felt like a Jersey, kid at heart. And when I seen you guys, I know it's like I should have been hanging out with y'all. I should have been hanging out with Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes and all them dudes, even though they're like 10 years older or so.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Because you guys we're probably all the same age, like early 80s babies.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I figured. Yeah. So, and I knew you guys were from Jersey. It kind of makes me jealous a little bit. I'm like, damn, man, I should have been out there. But
it's okay. You're better off in Florida.
Yeah. It's because it's funny because me and my wife, we were watching Clerks 2 last night, and I was thinking about it, and I was thinking about the show today, and I was like, damn, man. Different time and place, man.
How much it costs to live there?
No, I don't miss it.
We miss the people.
That shit's expensive.
But dude, it's so tough to get by up there because it's so expensive.
So I moved from South Florida. Now I'm in El Paso, Texas, and the cost of living is like day and night. From a very expensive place to like you could be rich as hell on a regular salary. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy.
But with you guys, so first of all, you guys had the production quality on point since day one. Who's responsible for that? That's Paul?
Oh, that's questionable.
Oh.
No, I mean production quality. It's questionable.
Oh, the production quality.
Who did it?
The production quality in the early days was definitely like...
It was low budget.
We were trying our best, but we were working with like an iPhone 4 and iMovie.
The free cut of iMovie.
Yeah.
And then we ripped a version of Final Cut Pro from a friend. Buggy as fuck. So it was like, this is not good.
Well, I have a long background in like media and video editing, stuff like that from like high school. So it's like I always wanted to present something that looked higher budget than it was.
Yeah.
So even though we had no budget, I was just trying to like, all right, let's make it. Was it fake it till you make it?
Yeah.
Type stuff. So
it was all fake it till you make it.
Let me tell you something. I do everything on my channel with an iPhone 8 Plus, except the live shows. I do have a webcam for this. But people always ask me, what kind of camera is that? I'm like, bro, it's on my.
They got good quality cameras now.
Well, now we work with a DSLR that today we just found out isn't doing so hot, so we're gonna have to work something out. But we've just tried to upgrade over the past 3.5 years. You know, just we want to put out a better product.
Yeah, me too.
Quality show, but it's just us.
Yeah.
Like it's literally just us. We don't have a crew.
No crew.
Unless Jeremy comes along, which was like one season and that was it. But
was that the RV season?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one, man. How fun was that to be in an RV and just hitting the road?
That was amazing, except when Paul ripped the air conditioner.
Oh, okay.
That was my boss's $130,000 RV, and we sheared the air conditioner.
No, not we, bro.
Well, technically, you told me to pull through the garage. I was going to pull that down.
Shut the live stream down.
It was funny. That was the only season that we did. Everything was, episodic. Actually took place. We're trying to plan the next season of doing that. We want to do another RV season.
Florida. We might be going to Florida.
Yeah, we'd love to do Florida. Like just go all the way down and back up in Florida and do an entire season.
And then stay in Tampa forever.
So that's a good segue, because when I first found you guys, like I said, about 3 years ago, and I lived in South Florida, every weekend I would hit the road and there's like 8 comic book shops in like a 30-mile radius from West Palm Beach to Broward County. Now, Miami, you would think would be a good spot, but there's no good comic shops in Miami. Don't even worry about that. But in Broward, you guys been to Tate's in Fort Lauderdale or Lauderhill. Then you got Past, Present, Futures, got the big location in West Palm, the 2 locations in Broward. And then there was other little spots here and there. So this was around the time when like Deadpool was coming out with the first movie.
Right.
So I don't know what year that was. It had to be 3 years or so. But I would go to these shops and hunt in the bins and look for X-Force #2 and X-Force 11 and those little $2 books that you could sell for like $20. And I would flip books on IG. And that's kind of how I started and started building up a collection.
That's awesome. Isn't it fun when you find a book that's okay and you're in like a $2 bin? Like we found First Infinity Gauntlet in a $1 bin.
And that's the type of stuff I used to hunt. I would put together the whole run of Infinity Gauntlet, Infinity War, little storylines or little mini series. So I totally related to your guys' whole thrill of the hunt kind of thing. And, I would just sell them. It wasn't even, some I would keep, but a lot of it was just, oh shit, this is $2. Sell it for 20, keep it moving.
Perfect.
Yeah. And you guys, so your guys' taste is pretty cool. I know that, Paul, you like the old school like X-Men toys, right?
Those late like 89 to like 94 Toy Biz X-Men Marvel toys, and then pretty much anything from the Toy Biz Hasbro WWF Playmates Kenner line.
I wish you could see I'm just looking at this bookcase that Paul has of Hulk Hogan. And it's overflowing.
Yeah, it's that.
I thought Kat was a wrestling fan.
She is.
I mean, I am, but like, goddamn.
She's Undertaker. Yeah. She's building up a really sick collection of Undertaker, but I've got an entire case just of
Hulk Hogan. Just Hogan.
Yeah, that's just
my brother. What's he say? I was never a big wrestling guy. I don't know. I was like a Ninja Turtles kid and Transformers.
So was I. Like we still collect turtles. We have some mint on card Turtles toys, but it's just for some reason the wrestling and then Back to the Future just really always stuck with me.
And I know, Kat, you have your own kind of things. You're into the Disney stuff and
Disney stuff. Yeah. Disney stuff and Kingdom Hearts, the video game, which #3 is coming out soon. And I'm going to take an entire month off from work to play it. Sorry, Paul.
At least someone would use a PlayStation 4 because we have it and it just sits there.
I mean, I'm gonna burn it into the ground.
I haven't played it, man, until like the Spider-Man game just came out. I got back on PlayStation.
That was fire.
Yeah, for sure. You know what's funny? There's this. My wife, she likes to go thrifting. She goes to the thrift stores.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this antique store here in El Paso, and they have all those old toys. I remember going in there thinking of y'all, like, man, y'all would have loved it up in this place.
That's awesome.
Do you remember the name of the place? What was it? Because I feel like when we did the RV trip, someone was saying something about a shop in El Paso.
That had to be it. It's on a road called Montana. I can't think of the name of the shop right now.
Yeah, we went through Texas, and someone was telling us about someplace in El Paso, like crazy.
That's probably it, because the comic shops here are not really that good. They don't really have much more than just single issues. Like, I used to love going to Tate's, and they had the statues, and that was before I even had one. I would be like, oh my God, who would even spend $800 on something like this? You know? Yeah, exactly.
You've really kept up with the statues too. Like, it is your statue collection is insane right now.
Yeah,
dude, you really kicked it up, man.
Yeah, you know what it is? I mean, you guys are collectors, right? So you know how it is. Like, you would probably never save up and buy something big, but you just kind of like flip your way up there, man. And just, you want something and you just find a way to make it happen. Like, people always ask me, what do you do for a living? And I'm like, bro, it's not what I do for a living. It's what I just do to try to get
hustle.
Right.
Just got to hustle, man. That's what I try to say.
Low key, no one's business how you afford your things. I hate that.
I know.
How did you get that? I don't know. I fucking saved up my money and I bought it. Like, what does it matter?
Yeah.
You know, and I know, and you guys know on the Instagram with the raffles thing. So, I mean, that was kind of a hustle for me on how can I figure out a way to make money off this shit. Right. And it started with buying raw books at these shops every weekend, building up a clientele. And then, you know, this shit just kind of fell in my lap, man. So,
I feel like we've watched you, like you've watched us evolve on YouTube. We've kind of watched your raffles because how long we've been following you on? A while. It's been a minute since we've been following you. We wish we could enter more, but dude, like every time we will have conversations about your raffles.
Oh my God, he's got another fucking giant size X-Men #1.
I know.
Oh my God.
I know Kat has entered in like a couple of them, and I'm always like, I hope she wins. I hope, because you guys deserve it. It's like
Comic Strips is in here, and it's like, I know, I'm here like the rest of you guys. Just
that's funny, man. And you guys still never won anything from me, but
not yet.
Not yet.
I've won like one raffle on the internet. It was the Facebook raffle for Power Man and Iron Fist #50, graded 9/8.
I saw the video when you guys put it up.
Not bad. And that was the first one I'd ever entered. So, you know, whatever.
I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
So let me ask you guys something about collecting. Like, you know, I used to collect those Hasbro toys as well. And I think a lot of it was like, let me buy all the shit that I wanted as a kid that my mom would say no, or we couldn't afford it, or whatever. Is that like a similar kind of reason why you guys collect, you think?
For me, definitely.
I'm not gonna lie, I was a spoiled kid.
For me, it was, I did have the WWF Hasbro ring, and I had a couple of the wrestlers, but for me, a lot of it was things that I was not able to have as a kid that I always wanted. So now, when I collect them, I am an inbox, mint on card dude. I don't open the older toys that I get. If we get something new, we'll open it, a statue, whatever. But if it's something from childhood that like I always wanted, or I had and I destroyed, stays in box. That's for me. It's like a pilgrimage because it's a what do you call it? It's a physical manifestation of a memory.
Right.
I'm over here like, I mean, I'll open it.
I want to open it. That's my thing.
I get hives, dude. I'm like, wait, you're gonna open that? And I start sweating and stuff like that.
And I get like that when it's closed, and I'm like, I want to open it up. I start getting all itchy and antsy. But the thing is, when you open it, it's never as good. You're always kind of like, damn, I should have kept it closed.
Sometimes, unless like the box is destroyed and I have another one that's mint, like I will buy, like I'll buy one to open and one to keep closed.
Yeah. All right, hold on real quick. We're ignoring everyone in the chat. Oops. Let's see who we got going on here. So I'm missing everybody. We got my man Harsh in here, X-Men exclusives, Flex AJ Knight, my boy Sinister, Steven Spevik. We'll go with that. Liking the covers. We got Ford Girelli. What's this? Mashifik, Ben Zulfet, Venom S. We got a lot of people in the chat. We got 175 watching.
That's sick.
They're mostly here for you guys, so you know I get it. No, a
couple of the inside Comic Trip squad in here for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man. Damn, I'm just so happy that you guys are on the show. Let me ask you this: when you guys put together the channel, how do you break it down into seasons? I always kind of wonder, like, how do you decide what goes in what season?
So what it started out as, it didn't.
It's looking like no one knows.
Well, it didn't. Well, I mean, I know. I mean, it's. I know. It started out like we were just going to film one, and then it kind of like. Back then, we were able to film an episode on a weekend and then have it out by the following Monday, so like 8 days later. But then when it was our conquest to try and turn this into something that seemed like a TV show, we talked one day about how are we going to do this? Are we going to do once a month? Are we going to do once a week?
Should we let the anticipation
Right.
build?
And then we were like, well, if we do every week and never, ever stop, then that could burn us out. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of YouTubers who put things out like every single week,
for
and
years.
then I watch them get burnt out.
Yeah.
It's almost like give yourself a break from editing for a hot second.
Right.
Do like a few weeks off.
Right. I like to think of, okay, well, what makes me want to watch a show again when it goes away? So we decided on, it was like the first 2 seasons, we were like, all right, let's see how many we do. We'll do 10. But then the 10 just stuck. So barring any like future changes to the show or anything like that, we have done 10 episodes every season so far. And
I love it. I think it looks super professional, man. And it makes me just mad. I was like, not mad in the sense like, man, y'all should be on TV. This is bullshit.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like
we're not gonna lie, we've tried. We've had some pitches happen and stuff like that, but you know, stuff works out and then it doesn't work out. But we're open to see whatever happens. But we kind of want to keep comic trips forever on YouTube, at least. Whether the show grows and goes out of it, does something. We know that Netflix knows we exist. We know that for a fact.
Got to, man.
But Comic Trips as a YouTube channel, I kind of hope that it exists here specifically in that sense forever.
Yeah.
Hold on, real quick. So, Entron said this live show is a crossover I never thought I'd see. But it's funny. We're all tatted up people from Jersey.
Yep.
Technically, I'm from Jersey, but I'm not really from. I was born.
I mean, you were born in Jersey, so we'll do that.
I was born in Englewood Cliffs.
Okay.
Oh, that's North Jersey.
Yeah, and then my peoples lived. They lived in Hackensack, Fort Lee.
Right.
So
I remember
North Jersey. Yeah.
I remember like they would take me to Route 17 was like a strip that had this big ass arcade. Does that sound familiar to you guys?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, up there, yeah.
See, I'm from way down. I'm from Atlantic City, half an hour north of like Delaware. Mike Spina asked, have they ever come to Canada? Yes, we did Calgary Expo last year, episode 71 and 72. We went to Canada. It was so much fun. That was so
maybe remembering all the seasons and episodes.
Don't have a choice. It's like my curse to bear. I can't forget.
You know what? I want to be honest with you. It's confession time. I take a lot of inspiration on your guys' channel. Like when you guys say something funny, you kind of like, sometimes I do an instant replay or like you kind of got to like highlight it somehow. And you guys are like awesome at doing that shit, man.
We try.
It's just, we want it to be quick and kitschy.
You gotta be.
We get it. And we want people to see like our quirkiness and our imperfections.
I'm also like mildly not there in the head. So, I mean, that shit just kind of like flows out of me.
It accentuates that, which is good. It's entertaining. Yeah. And also, like, you know, we've been doing the channel this year and we've been hitting a lot of cons. So we were out in Phoenix and I was like, damn, while we're out here, we're never really going to get a chance anytime soon to kind of hit the shops out here. So we wanted to start doing some like local comic shop spotlights. Mm-hmm. And I was inspired by you guys. I was like, let's put the camera on while we're driving and just talk shit. And then when we, you know, and we have, man, because you know what it is when the camera's off, you start having these conversations. You're like, damn, I wish the camera was on for that.
Exactly. We had a few of those earlier today where I was like, why the fuck isn't there a camera on? Like some of the stuff that just rolls out of our mouths is like,
and then you put the fast banter too, and we enjoy that. And
then you put the camera on, and then it's like all of a sudden nobody got nothing to say.
Exactly.
Right.
We turn it into crickets.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel you guys. Like I'm doing the channel. I don't really know what I want to do with it. I'm just kind of like doing it, going hard, growing it.
Working.
Yeah, it's working.
It's working, dude. We just hit 6,000. I want to say like last month, but we have been gone for a year.
Like you guys would have been way higher, but I understand that, you know, life happens or whatever. But I remember when I used to watch you guys, I was like 5,000 views. Like that shit was so insane to me back then.
Yeah.
Dude, we still get that way when we put out our episode on Monday. Today's what, Saturday? And it got like 3,000 views in the first 4 or 5 days.
Not, by YouTube standards, like, you know, it's not a lot, but it's still like there's 3,000 people who care.
Yeah.
Right. No. So we're in that weird zone where we're not getting like 3 views where we suck. We're not getting 3 million views, but like we're in kind of like a middle ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't hate it.
We're quality over quantity. And that's what I love about what we have been fortunate enough to build is that our show, we're all so tight knit.
Yeah.
Dude, we have become close personal friends with so many people that watch our show that we never met before. And it feels good to have that family vibe.
Yeah, I feel you. And I think we're the same way because, we have everyone in the chat. Then we have the Facebook group and my wife's in there. My daughter's in there. Everyone knows everybody. Yeah. And it's kind of growing. And it's weird. It's not like, I feel like when you get so big, like those channels that have the 3 million subscribers, like how do you keep that family community vibe? You know what I mean?
I mean, I think you have to be open and honest. Like I'm very open and honest about my mental health struggles, my past drug abuse. And it's kind of like, I put myself out there because online you can portray this like perfect lifestyle and everyone thinks like, oh, they lived the life. Like she's driving a Cadillac and she's doing this and he's doing that. And it's like, hold up. Nope. I had a panic attack 2 days ago. I'm struggling with my weight. I used to be addicted to benzos and now I have a memory problem. It's like, no, I put that shit out there because in turn, not only do I help other people feel like, okay, she doesn't live a perfect life, but I have people that come to me like, well, I'm suffering from this, or I used to be addicted to this. So it's like, you get to have that bond with people because it's like, no, that is a real person behind that screen. And I know connection with her. You know what I mean?
For sure. I've seen it. I noticed that. I was like, man, they kind of really, give the personal details. And I'm kind of like that too. I don't even think. I just talk and whatever happens.
Put it out there.
Yeah. So, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying life is about the struggle. And I think that we have been able to convey the fact that, we've had people run up to us at cons and go like, oh my gosh. And we're just like, they're like, can we take a picture? Can we take a picture? I'm like, why couldn't you? Yeah, we're like, wait, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, it's funny. So JLS said Paul's open about his unhealthy obsession with Hulk Hogan.
Completely open and transparent.
It's very unhealthy.
I was a Hulkamaniac, dude, and that's what it was. I can't help it. I have my issues as of recently, obviously, but there was something about it. Yeah, I do have a signature tattooed on my arm. There's that. Okay. When I met him, not necessarily, hugely showing it off everywhere, but yeah, that was just my thing when I was a kid, and for some reason, it never left me.
So, real quick, we got a question for you guys in the chat, but I was gonna bring this up and then I wasn't because I don't want to be. I always bring it back to me, like it's all about Jem. But I was gonna say we had a meetup and we did a live show where we had fans come on and we had like these art prints of like funny characters that people drew of us.
Yeah.
And people are asking us to sign it, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'll sign it. And then this Forgerelli in the chat is giving me shit. Who do you think you are signing autographs? I'm like, they wanted it, man. I don't know.
Dude.
But it was a little awkward, but I was like, all right, just go with it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But really quick, Dimitri saying, question for Paul and Kat, what is your Grail collectible?
I found he's okay.
Oh, you know what mine is?
Go right ahead. I'll tell you what mine is. Oh.
Real quick, Truman said Jem charges for autographs. Not true.
So you tell them about yours.
So mine is a Kingdom Hearts figure that it took me 10 years to find it. It's one of the original Series 1 Kingdom Hearts toys. And I fucking found that shit. And I was like, this is mine.
That was
from the video game.
California, right?
No, that was
Frankenstein's?
Nope, that was the second one I found. I found the first one at Philly Wizard World.
Oh, that's right.
No. Chicago. World.
Dude, they're starting to run together, man.
Just gonna and then also I have a Series 5 Hasbro Undertaker with the cloth coat. And the only other time you could find the cloth coat was a loose mail away, and I haven't started one.
I think I saw a video when you got it.
Speaking of mail away, this is my Grail collectible here. So this is the
Hulk Hogan. Oh, gee.
The Hulk Hogan.
Soccer.
This came with the mail away ring from JCPenney. This is the only way you could get it, and this is just a normal ass Series 1.
Like you could rip it off the card, put it in a plastic bag. It's the same figure.
But because of this bag, this is the pedigree for it. Never once have I seen one sell actually online. I can't find any records of any sales happening. My friend found this in his attic, and he said, "Hey, do you know what this is?" And I was like, "I'll pay you this much money right away." I know how much it is.
So let's open it live on the show.
Oh.
I would shit right on the phone. I would start pouring sweat. I couldn't do that.
But I'm just playing.
But I'm lucky. We have both technically found our Grail collectibles. I have my Grail comic book that I want to get someday, which is a giant size X-Men #1. Been chasing it for years. I've stupidly passed it up, but
it's kind of going expensive now, right? With the Disney merger.
Yeah, it just up and up and up and up. Yeah.
Hey, so real quick, someone said they love your Ninja Rap shirt.
This is from Toy Snobs. That's a Toy Snob shirt, dude. These guys, they make great crossover and homage shirts.
They're one of our season 9 sponsors.
They actually decided to for season 9. They make great shirts, so I always try and rep them whenever I can.
Hey, Paul, don't you guys make some kind of like novelty shirts as well?
We do. So it's a company called Culture Popped with a K, and it was all stemmed from, it started out as just like Family Vacation 2018 Disney shirts.
Well, because we were in Disney,
right.
And we saw, the families of 5 and 6 and 7 where it's like, best day ever, Disney mom. And then Paul saw one that was like most expensive day ever. And he's like, I could make that.
But then what that turned into, I think now we have over 230 designs of like homages. Like it doesn't say Jurassic Park.
Right.
But Jurassic,
well, you know damn well.
Right. You know damn well Jurassic Park. So
I like a lot of them are like not so popular references. Like you had to have watched Jersey Girl or some shit together. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Deep cuts. They're all like movie references and quotes that are like deep cuts for the like super deep fan.
Or all the Haunted Mansion stuff.
Yeah, Haunted Mansion too, because we're big Disney fans. Absolutely.
Straight up. So let me ask you, how many places do you think you guys travel to while doing comic trips?
Like in total?
Let's go with states, countries, not individual shops would be too crazy.
Well, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, Tennessee,
Texas,
Kansas, Missouri, Denver,
India. That's Colorado.
The state of Denver.
Florida. You said Florida?
Colorado, Florida. We've been there. We never stopped anywhere in Georgia. Texarkana, which was Arkansas and Texas.
Okay, fine.
California.
Calgary.
Ohio. We went to Alberta, Canada. We've been to a lot of places. So we're on. This Monday will be episode 82. So you figure minimum 1 spot per place. Sometimes 2. A couple of them we did 3.
So let's say like 20.
Let's say a total of 100 places to 130 places, and maybe about 15 to 20 states so far that we traveled to.
So
wow, that sounds like a lot.
So that being said, which state do you think has the best comic shops?
Ooh, New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Wow. So you travel all these places just to find out that Jersey got the best shops.
Jersey is like a mecca.
It's a honey hole, dude.
Because people come from the tri-state area to sell, and there's all of these flea markets and the shops. I mean, there's like 3 shops per city there, and people are like hoarding their stuff. And then, but also think about it, like you got the port there from Newark where all those shipping containers are. And those, I mean, there's some shipping containers there that I've heard rumor that they are full of comics or old dead stock from toys. So,
legend, local lore.
So
like between basically within a half an hour of New Jersey, Philadelphia, there's like that honey hole area where there are so many comics and toy shops within that concentrated area. It's a mind fuck.
So I always tell people, I haven't been to nearly as many places as you guys, but Tate's in Lauderhill is the best comic shop that I've ever been to.
I love Tate's so much. In fact, when people ask me what is your favorite spot that you've ever been to, I will say Tate's. I will say Tate's.
Right.
Oh my God, their statue collection is legendary.
Yeah.
They also sell my favorite pineapple candy there that I cannot find anywhere. Super random. I know it's from Japan. Oh.
So JLS Comics said ask you guys about Tate. So I don't know what specifically, but maybe it was what you just said.
Oh, I see. Ben Carter said Jane Silent Bob's Secret Stash. We filmed an episode there.
That's a pretty great shop, and I mean they are willing to work with you on price too. So that's kind of nice.
ATV, their listing stores in Jersey.
You know what's funny? Like I was watching Comic Book Man, right? And they haggle with every price on the show, right? And I think this was like early on when I was going to these shops and like I said, doing my thing on the weekends. And I remember like haggling with Tate's and Boynton, and they were like, "There's no haggling here. The price is the price." And I felt like an idiot. I was like, "Oh, okay. I guess I'll just pay whatever the sticker says."
That's why we don't haggle. We're bad at haggling.
I'm the worst.
He's bad at haggling.
You don't haggle.
I mean, I will haggle.
But you don't.
But if I feel like a price is fair, I'm gonna pay it.
That's why we don't haggle, because we deal with fair people.
No.
So,
yeah, we have actually filmed a few episodes that we never aired just because
we were like, all right, fuck you too.
They weren't nice.
Oh, yeah.
We couldn't have cared less that we were there.
Yeah, that's the worst, man, right? It's like,
Paris was like, wait, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
We're highlighting your shop. We're like promoting you.
They couldn't have cared.
We don't want anything in return. We don't, and that's the thing is that when we go to a shop, we are legitimately doing it to help maybe show more people that the shop exists. We don't go in asking for money, discounts, special treatment, nothing. But if we go there and the people they're not what we're looking for customer service wise, we won't air it. I'd say we have about 5 or 6 episodes throughout our entire give or take that we just never aired.
Well, you kept it classy though. You didn't do any bashing videos or anything.
We will not.
We won't bash.
Nope, absolutely not.
That's bad karma too.
Yeah.
I don't want that shit coming back around.
Yep.
Cool, man. Cool. So actually, I'm going to Florida in November, and I try to be professional because it's like hashtag unprofessional around here. So I emailed Tate's and Past, Present, Future, and I'm like, hey, it's your boy. I'm coming through. I started a channel. I want to do a highlight reel. I want to do like a thing there. So Tate's super cool. I think it was his wife. I don't know her name. You guys probably know. Maybe not.
Her name.
Anyway, she wrote back. Yeah, that's fine. Mark from Past, Present. I didn't hear back from him yet. So I'm just going to run in there with my cell phone on the gimbal and do my thing. But, and then I'm going to New York next week. I'm going to New York Comic-Con, man. And I'm going to hit up Midtown Comics.
Have to.
Yeah.
They wrote back. I scheduled an appointment and everything, like super professional. Have you've been there? It sounds like.
No, they did. They told us we had to schedule an appointment.
Yeah, but we tried, and then they never got back to us after we scheduled with their media team.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe it's a new guy in management. This guy's cool as hell, man. Like, and I think he checked out the channel, and after he checked out the channel, he was like even more like into it. He was like, all right, look, come by our booth at New York Comic-Con. Come by here on da 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 da. So it works to try to be professional. I guess there's a reason for that.
Yeah, it does. I think when you just put your best foot forward and when you're just trying to be the best person that you possibly can, then usually that works out for you. Very rarely does it not.
Yeah. I love all the comments that are like still unprofessional, hashtag unprofessional.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you got to own it. Yeah, I'm trying to read the chat too. Usually I have a co-host with me. He went on vacation. And he was supposed to be here today, man. My boy Manimal, and his flight got delayed. He missed his connecting flight, so he's like stuck somewhere right now.
No worries.
Yeah, we're having fun hanging out.
Yeah, man, for sure. We got 186 people watching with us live. Thank you for everybody who's watching. I think it's gonna be a good time to do the drawing for the giveaway, man. So, all right, where do we start? You guys want to do that now?
Yeah,
sure. Go for it.
So we have 3 prizes that we're going to give away here. We have an XM Studios Thor quarter scale bust. I don't feel like bringing it down here on the table. Everybody who's in the drawing knows what it is. I don't know if you guys happen to catch it or not. It's all good. The second place is going to get this Old Man Logan Wolverine 6698.
Nice.
And third place is going to get this Fatal Attractions X-Men oversized hardcover. It's kind of like an omnibus that just doesn't say omnibus. So all 3 gifts were donated from Geminites, man. So thank you guys for donating the stuff. I don't have to give my shit away anymore because I gave away a lot of good stuff. But it's all good. So I don't know if you guys saw it, but we made a video promoting the giveaway. And usually I use it for like analytics. Like I usually make them answer a question like, how did you find the channel? Comment below and I'll enter you into the drawing. What's your favorite segment? But it gets kind of real, man, when you ask questions like that and they start like telling you in detail like why they watch your show. I was like, all right, that's too much, man. You catch me with the feels over here, you know?
Yeah.
So this time we were like, all right, if you are a true Geminite and you watch the live shows, you know the names of our dogs, so you guys would appreciate this. I was like, you need to answer the names of our dogs to get into the drawing. Now, I know like 99% of the people probably just copied other answers, but at least we made y'all work for it. Bottom line.
I love that.
The correct answers were Roxy, and Manimal's dog's name is Havoc. So we have 512 names in this list.
Wow.
We're gonna do this right now, right? I feel kind of nervous now.
Don't be nervous.
No pressure.
All right, so yeah, I've done this a lot of times. So let's get the list together, y'all. I'm gonna share my screens. All right. You guys gonna hang tight?
Yeah, we're hanging tight.
All right, cool.
Ooh, technology.
Am I sharing or what am I doing? Oh, present to everyone. It's gonna go into Inception mode, I think.
Dude, what is life right now?
You guys see my screens?
I see it.
Yep.
Oh, you might in YouTube or in Hangouts?
In Hangouts.
In Hangout.
Oh, okay. You know what?
All I see is a diamond on your channel.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. I messed up.
A beautiful diamond.
Stop sharing. Bright like a diamond.
It is bright.
Oh, okay. I know what I did. Let's do it again. See, hashtag unprofessional. All right, guys. So these are all the names. You guys can see now, I think.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, wait.
There we go. Yes, sir. So I did check to make sure nobody slid their name in twice. There are a couple names on here that are the same, but I clicked the link and checked the profiles, and it's different people. I guess YouTube, you can have the same name as somebody else. That's weird, right?
Woof.
Yeah, it's weird.
Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull up random.org. All right, so here's the list, and we're going to do the dice roller. You guys know how we get down, right? We're going to roll 2 dice, and however many numbers the dice land on is how many times we're going to randomize the list of people, all right?
He's going hard.
All right, hold on, let me copy these names up. Now, if I get snake eyes, we're going to re-roll it because it's just not enough time to randomize. It's no fun, basically, right? So we're going to roll the dice.
Broke it again.
Did I break something?
No, someone commented.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
Jim broke.
They're used to it. So we're going to randomize 10 times. So that's the first time.
Nice.
Nice.
Got it. All right, 3.
Good thing you're counting.
Well, it tells you at the bottom. Otherwise, I would never remember.
Okay.
See, you randomized 4 times.
Oh, okay.
That's 5. 6. 7. 8.
To the pro, to the fess.
All right, guys. So we're gonna next randomize is the winners. The top 3 names are gonna win. The first name is gonna get the statue. The second name is gonna get the slab. The third name is gonna get the oversized hardcover. Damn, I forgot y'all guys wanted to contribute. You want to?
We are. So the first, second, and third winner are all gonna get a little prize pack from Comic Trips.
All right, we'll show them what you guys got.
A little bit of Comic Trip swag. It's not much, but
yeah, not much. We have some of our enamel pins, some of our stickers. And
we'll show them after. We'll show them.
Okay.
It's gonna be a surprise gift they didn't even know was coming. All right, so one more randomize. All right.
Okay.
Let's do it.
good luck.
All right, first place winner Alexander Neely. Damn, true Gemini. Second place is Mario A. And third place is Luke Hoffman. You know what's cool? A lot of times these winners are people that you never heard of. So I'm happy to see some familiar names here, y'all.
Nice.
So, nice. Let's just show. Randomize 10 times. Dice were at 10. Fair and square. We got our 3 winners, y'all.
Sweet.
Boom. All right, so let me stop sharing. I hope I don't disconnect the chat or the live stream. We're back.
I'll be back, y'all.
All right, cool. All right, man. So what I missed? So you guys want to show the stuff that you're going to also, to the top 3 winners, shoot them some swag, right?
Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll get first we're going to give away this dog. That's
no,
the first one.
we're not.
So we don't have a ton of stuff, but we do have some stuff that's merch from our channel. We have a couple enamel pins. If you've seen our shows, we like to leave kind of like a calling card on the comic book shop. We're going to give some cut out vinyl stickers, and then we actually recently found some of the original OG stuff that we used to promote the channel, these old ass like election looking buttons. You know, that's for anyone if they've seen our channel. If they've not, it's just a little like, hey, thank you for joining us on the video chat, and thank you for entering into your 15,000 subscriber giveaway.
And congrats on 15,000.
Congrats, man.
Thank you, man. And I love the swag. You know what? I mean, the decals that you put on the shops, I'm like, that's so smart, man. It's like you leave your mark on every place you've been to.
Yep. How crazy is it that there are people in this chat that know our dog's name?
I know, right? See,
the next one should be what's Comic Strip's small dog's name?
Right. Now they know my dog's name, Manimals, and yours. So there you go.
Yeah.
So I really like the swag. I was telling you before, the buttons. My wife is a button fiend, man. She likes to get the JanSport backpacks, buttons everywhere. And what's the other thing that you iron them on or you sew them on? Patches.
The patches, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she ordered a bunch of Gem Mint swag. I don't know if we were going to get like beer koozies because we're always drinking on the show.
Ooh.
So, and I think like these kind of like openers, but like smaller ones.
I mean, you can make anything nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You know what's funny? So on Etsy, she goes on Etsy and has this guy that makes magnets. So we have all these different Gem Mint magnets. And then we even have like dumbass magnets of like people in the Geminites group. We got this guy Forge Orelli that we call Forge. And we got this really questionable looking picture of Forge from X-Men. And now we got a magnet made out of it.
That's amazing.
Comic strip shirts. You guys have to have comic strip shirts, right?
Do. Yeah.
They are also on the Culture Pop site. If you just go to Etsy, on the Culture Pop shop there, you can find it. We have baseball tees, T-shirts, hoodies. We make all of our stuff through a third-party company on Etsy too, because we just weren't able to keep up with fulfillment on our end.
Yeah, that's where I'm at, because I did one batch with like the shirt that I'm wearing, a couple other shirts. It's a pain in the ass, man, when you got to take the orders and ship them out and all this stuff. It's like, man, not even worth it. So yeah, I might have to hit your people up. Maybe we could work something out so they can make the Gem Mint merch.
Yeah, I can show you how to do it. It's actually pretty easy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yeah.
So what do you guys got? What's up next for comic trips? What do you guys got planned for this season? It sounds so professional. What's going on this season?
This season was kind of a
yeah.
So we both went through like a horrible depression. So I mean, it just translates on camera, but we're gonna roll with it because, like I said, we wanna, we also want to let people know that like life is not always sunshine and rainbows.
And you keep it real, right?
We're actually gonna roll with it and make the best of it and kind of make it just more of like a way to connect with our subscribers.
Right.
So there's that, and then like I said, we have started pre-production for season 10, and it may or may not include Florida.
Yeah.
My favorite state.
Season 9 was on, it was off. It was on, it was off, and it just we were going through a lot.
Yeah. But we're better now.
We're so much better now.
And Tampa is going on.
No, I caught the episode, so I'm glad to hear that everything worked out. I know you guys had like a job change, and you kind of went self-employed. Is that what you guys doing?
We own a marketing company now, so that feels good to work. 18 feet from my bed?
Yeah, we help other companies with graphic design. We build websites, social media, logos, branding, all that sort of stuff. It's great because people actually come to us to help them with their ideas and to kind of make their businesses all more, all in one. It's an incredibly satisfying job to do.
So let me ask you this, because first of all, congratulations, and I'm very envious. Like, I want to work for myself is like a goal of mine, and I think I'm getting close to where that could be possible. But I always think of like opening a comic shop. Now, for a show whose whole thing is going to comic book shops, how come that never really became a goal for you guys, or is it?
I mean, the capital to start a comic book shop is crazy. So we don't want to put that money into starting a store and having that capital.
Right.
And so like, I don't know if I don't want to get into retail. I didn't mind working retail when I was younger, but I feel like I personally have paid my dues with retail, and it's just not for me. I mean, nursing is my thing. Marketing is his thing. So it's opening up a store is not really in our blood, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because even I was... Oh, go ahead, Paul.
That's all right, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, I was talking with my wife about it, and I was like, hey, it sounds like it would be fun, but like, I can see myself being like, all right, babe, you got to go in and work for the next 10 hours. And her being like, I don't want to do that. Like,
exactly. Because if you think about it, when you first start out, I mean, it's really difficult to get staffing, and then you have to pay that person, obviously, a living wage. And if that person calls out, and let's say you had plans, you're SOL, you have to go in.
Right.
And, it's just, like I said, it's just not, retail is not something that's in our blood.
But that's also kind of why we do what we do, because we hope that on like a small scale, after someone sees an episode where we show a shop,
they'll go there.
Right. And that's the best compliment that we ever get, is that, you know, a shop owner will tell us 6 months after our episode airs that I had 5-10 new customers come in the first month after your episode aired who live 5 miles away and they never knew my shop was there. Like that's absolutely the best. That and someone telling us that we got them back into collecting by watching our show. Like those two, nothing beats it. Like that's everything for us.
I agree. That's very true. Like we get a lot of new collectors, and it's a good feeling. But I always apologize to them as well. I'm like, listen, you're about to spend some money here, especially guys that are like, you got me into statues or whatever. And
shit's expensive.
Shit is expensive. But what was I gonna say? I forgot. Anyway, Dylan Roski, dog, he's out here in El Paso with me. He said he would work for me at a comic shop. Good to know it. Oh. And he's a good worker too, so that would be all right. Forge said he would not work for me, but I don't know. I don't know about that. They do tell me I can be pretty bossy.
But all over my boobs.
Nice. Who is this whack ass person in this chat? You're about to get the ban. Peace, bitch.
They've called us racist like 10 times in this chat so far.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's my mod? I got mods, but they're not working. I'm gonna have to talk with them later. But you know what's funny is like people, you know, you get like the percentage of hate versus love is like 1% is hate and 99% is love, right? Yeah, but it's like I feel like was that?
We've definitely gotten that. I had one guy from Canada who made a 20-minute long video about how I was fat.
Whack as fuck, man.
All right, I guess I'm fat. I own it.
It's like, oh, Iman's in the chat. So Iman does videos for this segment, and she says, I am bossy. Oh, I'm sorry. But anyway, the people that hate you, it's like they watch you harder than the people that like you.
Ew, and they made a video about me. I'm like,
that's crazy. But you know, it's funny. I'm glad you brought it up, Kat, because I always tell my wife, hey, come on the show with me. Let's do a movie review or a trailer reaction together. And she's like, I don't think I could handle it if somebody talks shit about me in the comments.
Yeah,
so how do you guys deal with it?
The first couple of times, it's like, you mother.
You want to just Silent Jay and Silent Bob their ass.
Yeah, a little bit.
Overall, I want to say in the entire history of our channel, we've had less than 5 actual trolls. Like we've been.
I also like. I mean, I don't give a fluff. I mean, you can go ahead and say what you want. Like it just. I mean, it just kind of rolls off to me. I mean, I got a thick skin. I've literally had the worst things said to me already. So it's like. I mean, I'm just doing me, and at the end of the day, like, I'm a good person, and I can go to bed at night. Also, like, low key, I'm a nurse. Like, I do good things for a living, and it's like,
you know, it's crazy. It's like the thumbs up, thumb down section. It'll be like 1,000 thumbs up and 4 thumbs down. Like, you 4 people are obviously something's wrong with you.
Like, who goes 4? Like, no.
Thumbs this down. I will say I've only thumbs down a video once in my life.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was, but I remember being like, I'm a terrible person. So,
no, I recently gave my first thumbs down because in the statue community, there was this freaking loser, whatever. And we all thumbs down and we were like, let's fucking, and he deleted the video, whatever. But, what was I going to say? Damn, I forgot. I was going somewhere with this. Oh, yeah. My man in the chat, X-Men Exclusives, he gets madder than me. He'll hit me up, Jem, can you believe a motherfucker thumbs down your video? I can't believe this shit. I'm like, yo, it always happens. There's always at least 1, if not 1 to 10.
I mean, it's just, you can't take that shit to heart. I mean, like, if I don't know you personally and you have something bad to say about me, like, okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, I would be upset if my best friend came up to me and she was like, you're fat. I'd be like, what is your problem? But like on the internet, it is what it is, and everyone can hide.
I usually just reply back, "Your mama," and just leave it at that.
No, I've like gone off though on like a you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself type people back. It's like, what is wrong with you? I always refer back to Bambi. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
How does that correlate to Bambi?
That's the moral of Bambi.
Yeah, if you can't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. Is that what the line is?
Yeah, that's what he said in the movie.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I did not catch that reference.
Get up on your Disney.
I know. Right? All right, cool. So what do we got going on? So we've been on for about an hour, right? Let's feel like we're winding down. Did you guys have anything that you wanted to mention or bring up or plug or?
No, I mean season 9 is in full swing. Check it out. Comic Trips on YouTube.
We've been gone for a while, and
there
is, there's a very select group of people, probably about 70 or 80 people that are part of our Patreon campaign. That, like, if it wasn't for our Patreon campaign,
I don't know if we'd still be around.
I don't know if we'd still be around, but these people, we have grown so close to them, and like, not only, they obviously help us with financial backing with the show, we all have a secret Facebook group that we all belong to, and they've all become like family. So if any of you guys are out there watching, or just anybody that checked out our channel and literally stuck with us through probably the darkest year of our lives, like, we're back, we're better, and honestly, thank you for just sticking with us, because it was a rough ride for anyone that was hanging on too, because we were back and then we weren't, and then we were back and then we weren't. So it's like, people hung on, and that just means like the world to us.
Yeah, that's tight. So Undisputed Frost said, Jem, when are you getting some YouTubers on?
Hi.
That's what I was doing.
That's good. I do YouTube.
Well, it's funny is that the motto for our channel is the best YouTube channel you've never heard of.
No, your channel is legit, man. Super professional. The quality is there. The content, it's entertaining. So I'm glad to see that you guys are back, and just thank you for everything that you guys put out. And it was a big inspiration for a lot of the stuff that I do, especially when I'm on the road, or having to interview a shop owner. It's like, damn, I never even thought to do stuff like that, but I remember when you guys would do it, and I thought it was super cool, man.
Yeah, well, we exactly, Undisputed Frost said small time YouTubers. That's exactly what we are, and you know what? We're completely okay with it.
I'm content with it.
Yeah,
I got other things going on that, like, my goal is not to be a YouTuber. Yeah. My goal is to be an NP, working for the head of a hospital somewhere. So it's like, if this goes somewhere, cool. If not, like, I'm having fun doing it, and I'm meeting cool people, and I'm collecting and reading comics. And I mean, if it wasn't for this channel, though, on my birthday, Paul got Scotty Young to give me a video shout out. And it's like, man, if it wasn't for Comic Trips, like, that would have never happened. Like, I had Scotty Young tell me, happy birthday, keep reading comics. And I'm just like, what is life?
Yeah. Oh, real quick, I think Undisputed Frost was referring to himself when he said small YouTubers.
Well, we are too, and we get it, and we know.
No, but Undisputed Frost is my man. He's really big with the comic auctions, and he's another channel that I was influenced by. So when we did our auctions, I was like, all right, how did Frost do it? Okay, boom.
How did he do it?
The first time we did it was like, all right, you wing it, man, and you just try to, like,
you just put the camera on and you pray for the best.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I'm really happy you guys came on. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys go to subscribe to Comic Trips on YouTube and on Instagram. You're on Twitter. I saw you on Twitter. I still don't understand Twitter, man.
We're literally everywhere at Comic Trips. Twitter is a whole different animal. You got to treat it like completely different than anything else. It's tricky, man. Coming from someone who has worked in social media for so long,
Twitter is its own.
It's less personal, right? You kind of just put it out there like a press release,
like a thought of mine. It's exactly. I mean, I will have people send me pictures of their animals, and I will caption that photo for you. That's my favorite thing to do. People send me pictures of their dogs and cats, and they're like, "Can you caption this?" I'm like, "Absolutely." Yeah. Commodore Norrington.
Yeah.
So next time you guys see me, so I'm leaving Wednesday to New York. And I'm looking forward to this like crazy, man. I'm looking forward to New York Comic Con, to Midtown Comics. I want a New York slice of pizza and a bagel and all that shit. I'm meeting up with a ton of people from IG, from YouTube, from Facebook. I'm really looking forward to the people more than the event itself. You know what I'm saying?
I should be looking forward to that pizza because it's so good.
I don't know. Man,
there's no good pizza here.
There's no good pizza in El Paso, Texas whatsoever. They think that Cece's pizza is good and Peter Piper pizza is good, and the shit is trash. Yeah. All right, so we're going to wrap it up. Again, thank you guys for coming on. Thank you, everyone in the live chat. I am going to go ahead and put a video up just showing the giveaway winners. So make sure you email me at gemmintc@gmail.com or PM me on Facebook. If however you can get a hold of me, give me your shipping information, and I'll shoot it over to Paul and Kat because they're gonna throw you some swag as well. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming on. Y'all stay minty.
Thank you.
Peace.
See you.